All right, let's get this. I had to go off and come right back on. I was trying to eat the rest of my salad because my mom said I shouldn't eat while on camera. And I'm like, I'm hungry, but I can stop eating. All right, Nee, you have to request to be in the live. Come on in, people. Good evening, lovelies. Come on in. I'm just waiting for Nicole to join in here. Okay, here she is. This filter makes my, oh my gosh, Zoe just asked about you on the way home. Oh, hey, Nee.
Hey.
Nicole, this is Nicole. Hold on a second. What should she? Zoe just asked about me. Tell Zoe, come on in, everybody. Come on in. This is the Amber-Nicole podcast. I'm Amber. This is Nicole. Say hi, Nee, to everybody that's
Hey.
coming in.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everybody. And what was I gonna say? My middle name is Nicole. For those of you who don't know, it says it in my profile picture, of course, but we just thought that was a cute spin on our names. Ew, this filter's ugly, huh? I was trying to find a cute filter, Nee. What you think? The eyelashes is like, look like spider web. Like, it looks like spider legs.
No, I like you. Look good. You always look good.
Okay. Well, come on in, people. Hey, Tiff. Hi, everybody. Tell Zoe that I'm doing great. Nee, on your screen, can you see what people are saying? Hey,
Oh,
Mike.
yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
You can see?
Yep. I can.
Okay, so you need to say hi to people too. I'm not gonna be the only person like, hey.
Yes.
Nicole's like, who are these people? Nicole is very Instagram special needs Instagram. Okay, so she
Admit,
is.
I'm not lying.
No, me too. Okay, so come on in, guys. I'm Amber. Hey, Kat. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Tiff. The besties are on here. All right. Nee, say hi. Don't be stuck up.
I'm reading. I can't do two things at once.
Yes, you can. Okay, she's lying. We're not going to start out. First off, Nicole is having a day. So if she seems like she's not here with us, not present, it's because she's having one of those days. Today's her daughter's birthday. She's getting ready to go to London. She's remodeling. Uh-oh. Why did it pause? Somebody called you?
Me? No.
Uh-oh. It paused on my end. Anyway, she's remodeling her house. She's
you
doing
froze
all
up
these
on
things.
me. You froze up here. Too.
Is it still froze?
No, it's better
good now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had stuff in my teeth. I was eating the salad. So anyway, Nicole has a lot going on. So if she seems like she's not present, it's because she is thinking about all the things she has to do before she leaves to go to London. Am I right?
I will. I'll be much calmer next week when I'm sitting there with nothing that I can do except sit there.
All right, so tell everybody why we're doing this. Like, it was your husband's idea, really, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell everybody why we're doing this, who we are, especially who you are, because it's on my live, so most people know me. But talk a little bit. Cassie, you got to turn that off. Sorry.
I think we met in 2015. You were the admin for, I think it was fall of 2015. Yeah, because Lily was 10, and you were being the admin at Ballet Institute of Atlanta, where at one point all four of my daughters danced, and there was just something about you I liked immediately, and we kind of became fast friends. And then as I would sit there for hours because I wouldn't drive back home through Atlanta traffic, we just got to know each other more and more, and realized we have a lot of similarities as much as we're obviously different. I'm older. And
glad you said that. Glad you said no. I'm kidding.
Yeah, and so and then we've just kind of you helped me for some rough times with our oldest daughter, and you seriously stepped up, and we hadn't known each other that long, and you would come over at like midnight when it was just really tough, and you really you took a lot of the brunt of that for us and tried to impart some of your experience and wisdom and heart and toughness, yet sweetness. And as much as it in those immediate moments, it didn't maybe feel like it made a difference. I know it did, and I actually think you and Kara probably have even a little special bond because of that.
Yeah.
And then I just felt, among other things, forever indebted to you that you would leave your family and drive over. I mean, we didn't live that close, like 20, 30 minutes after a long day.
Well, you guys were providing alcohol, amongst other things. Like it was not like a hard decision. But anyway, no, seriously though,
Not every time, not every
no,
time.
I'm just kidding. But tell the people like who you are. They know who cares about me really. Like, okay, yeah, I was great. Yeah, we met because I was helping at Ballet Institute and we fell in love with each other. Great. But tell them who you are, what you've done, your background, and why we're doing this podcast, how it can help people, especially women, mothers, and touch on how important it is to kind of be able to decompress with your friend on a weekly basis or however often you need to. Go ahead.
Okay, well, obviously my name's Nicole,
Abby.
and I'm from Syracuse, New York. So Amber and I share the Northeast New Jersey, New York background somewhat. I went to college at Binghamton University, and I'm a nurse. I got my bachelor's there. That's where I met my senior year, my soulmate, my Ernie. So that's another similarity. And I worked in Syracuse at a trauma center in the neurosurgery ICU where I'd done an internship the summer before. I worked there for a little over a year. One of my best friends from nursing school moved down here. Went to visit her with Ernie about right before the Olympics in April, and we fell in love with Atlanta. And we moved here in September of '96. And I worked at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta at Scottish Rite in the PICU.
So she's oh yeah, I was gonna touch on that. So she's like a nurse. What else did you do?
I worked in the PICU for a couple years, and then I switched to radiology, and I sedated kids, and for procedures like MRIs and CTs, I put in PICC lines, I started IVs, and that's what I did until we decided we wanted to have our fourth baby, which we knew would be a girl. So no, we were not trying for a boy. And since we homeschooled, my husband said, I think you probably need to quit, because I was working just on the weekends. Like on Saturdays, I'd go in for just like 6 hours, and I'd relieve my friends for lunch because I lived so close, and I didn't want to give it up. But when it was the right thing to do, because then the kids were starting to get busier on the weekends. So then, I have these 4 kids that are artsy in some way. At one point, every one of them was dancing. And I'm a dance mom, not by choice. And I do a lot of driving. I've put 130,000 miles on my car since 2016. I get resentful of that sometimes because I feel like I'm more than that. But I've tried to make the best of being the dance mom, momager, and I make tiaras and tutus to keep myself busy if I'm waiting, because I don't like sitting much. And we're blessed to have, 4 daughters and everything we have. But, life is, to be real, it's for all that we have. I'm not like, every day isn't perfect. And it's nice to be able to, and then there's times where things are truly bad when your friend goes through horrible events. So it's nice to have somebody to sound things off, because one awesome thing about Amber that I love, and I think we do share a common, is she can, straighten me out if I'm being ridiculous. And I always appreciate that, because sometimes you have to be put in check.
Same with me.
So then, and then also I have a passion for, when people call for advice about parenting, babies, medical stuff, I just, or even just trying to be objective about, it's probably something that I've gone through similarly, and it's sometimes easier to see it, the 40,000-foot view and give your opinion if they want it,
Right.
even though I don't always take my own advice.
Right.
So I think we all probably share all of these. Um,
Don't mind me. I'm just stealing salad while you're talking. So
that's
I'm not being disrespectful or rude, but you know how,
no,
like, I'm just
yeah.
eating. But I'm listening and I'm
No,
like,
I was just gonna say I just think we all share. Um, when we've talked to Tiffany before and we're on the phone, like we share similar thoughts, feelings. I think we know a lot. I think we can be really wise sometimes. I like that we're no nonsense. Um, and I think
and our tagline is know it alls who know nothing at all.
right.
And we
But
spell no incorrectly on purpose, just
yes,
so you guys know. Like, she is Grammarly and she is dictionary.com. So it's not like we can't spell. We did that on purpose.
yeah.
So,
And so yeah, and I think we just want to be real, and we'd love at some point to get where people suggest something they want to talk about, or it was a few weeks back before we decided to do the official podcast where Amber had the traumatic event in her life with her baby, and it was a great forum to let everybody know what had been going on, to have my side of things because I had been there along the way through FaceTime, and talk about some things. And I think that was important, not only to fill people in, but also, I feel that both Amber and I learned a lot from that. And I would love to be able to, if other people, God forbid, are in a similar situation, like, we learned a lot. And I think, it would be nice if now that we have even more of that experience, if somebody's going through something similar, to be able to say, get an advocate that, somebody that's a nurse, that's a friend, or, and you can ask questions. It's all right to do that when, you can question a doctor or a nurse, be your advocate. So I think, just sharing our different experiences each week, who knows what, brings up. There's, family situations you may want to hash out, and people might have good advice about how they've handled things.
yeah.
Like I said, kids stuff.
So it's just a place where we'll come together and just have real girl chat, and some people will be able to relate. Some will just be entertained, I guess. I mean, I'm very bubbly and effervescent for the most part. I have some coffee to assist me. I've been drinking coffee since I had Cameron. Like, when I realized that Cameron was not going to sleep through the night, I was like, okay, drastic times calls for drastic measures. And I'm not a coffee drinker. My best friends know, like, I don't even like coffee, but now that I get iced coffee and it tastes like ice cream a little bit, I can do it, and I do it every day because
Yeah.
he does not sleep through the night. So anyway, so that's just kind of a little bit of background of who Nicole is, how we know each other, what we're hoping to do with this podcast. I personally feel like it's so important to have friends that you can talk to and bounce ideas off of, decompress, let your hair down, get advice, all the things that Nicole said pretty much. And we're just giving you guys a front row seat to how we do it. So tonight, Nicole, I don't even think I told you,
Okay.
but I wanted to start it off with like a fun question, and I'll
Yeah.
ask you this question and I can answer it as well. So, and this is going to be a random question every single time, okay? So the question is, what is your husband's favorite feature on you?
My boobs.
Okay. Now
I
this is
mean,
about to get personal.
I
Are
mean
they?
that he would say that. I mean, he does think I'm very pretty, but I think if off the top of his head, that would probably be what he said. Yeah.
So, okay, this is can we like get personal? Like, are you one of those people we can talk about anything? Like, if you had plastic surgery, you wouldn't care if we talk about it?
100% sure.
You're fine? Okay,
Yeah,
because okay, are those boobs your boobs?
not anymore. No.
For real?
I had 4 well, 3.
Let me see.
I had 3.
Let me see.
I had 3 that sucked the life out of me. I breastfed for like years.
They look so natural at the renewal. I promised on everything, I'm not lying. I thought those were your titties. I literally was looking at the picture.
I mean, but here's the thing. They weren't, it's not really any different than I used to be, but after 3 babies,
of course,
there was nothing left. And
but when people get their boobs done, they don't look, they sometimes look plastic, and you're like, okay,
yeah,
you went too overboard.
Ernie sent me for a mommy makeover after Ella, because we were going to be done. We were going to have more babies, and then he changed his mind after I went away for my 20th high school reunion.
After he saw the boobs, he was like, I'm going to knock that up.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Well, and I went to my 20th high school reunion, and I got back, and he's like, let's have another baby, so, you know.
Dang, a mommy makeover. I'm so scared of going under the knife. I would get one, but I'm not even messing with it anymore. Like, I'm okay. I would just have to sag to the floor, baby, because I'm just too scared now. Okay, so you're supposed to ask me.
Oh, well, the same question or a different question?
You want hit me with a different if you want to do a different.
Okay. Oh, well, no, I misunderstood because I thought you said, and then I'm gonna answer that.
There's really no rules. You do it.
No, but no, I'm gonna lob that back to you, and you're gonna answer that about your Ernie.
Okay, my husband's favorite feature on me are my lips. And you know what? I have a friend, and I'm happy she's not on this live because she would be probably thinking like, why did you tell people this? I have a friend who titled me in their phone, like, you know how you put a name? You don't always have to put the person's name. Right. She put me as Dick Sucking Lips. So I was like, one day, I was at her house. I don't remember what happened, but I saw it in the phone because she didn't tell me until after I saw it, I think. And I was like, I know you do not have me saved as that. She's like, look at your lips. They're perfect for that. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
yeah.
Speaking of that, you know you're in my husband's phone is Licious. So.
That's a stripper name. That's a stripper name, and I have not been a stripper. I just pretended I was a stripper.
He wishes you were, and he gave you that.
Yeah, Ern is a trip. Your Ern is a trip. Both of our husbands' name are Ernie. If y'all didn't hear that earlier. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was fun. How was your day today? It was crazy. Insane. How are you feeling now?
More relaxed, yeah.
Okay, you feeling calm? Do you need to take a shot or do you need anything?
I would, except I got a rally tonight, so after the birthday party, so I'm gonna stay.
You have to do what we call lock it up.
Yeah, I gotta lock it up.
You want to explain what lock it up means and how you used it insanely and how I took it over and didn't know? It was from the movie.
Okay, so one of my Ernie and my favorite movies is Wedding Crashers with Vince Vaughn, and we've watched it. It'll be one if we're just gonna do nothing for the night and chill. We'll just turn it on and laugh. It's stupid, whatever. And so we quote lines from it all the time. One being "Lock it up." So when I would have Esme, that's our 4th daughter. She's now 8. Or any of our kids really. If we would be like at the dance studio,
it was usually Esme.
It was usually Esme, and if the kids were not behaving, and she was annoying me, I'd be like, lock it up. And
so I just took it and ran with it. I'm like, I like that. I like how that sounds.
It was a lot of years, and then it was just the other day we were talking about, because I put my foot in my mouth on FaceTime with Amber with the doctor that I didn't know was still in the room, and I said very outwardly, I don't like him, and Amber's like, he's still here, and he's looking at me like, oh, I was driving. I
she said the doctor heard her on FaceTime say, I don't like that doctor. I don't like him. And I was like, he's still right here in front of me. She goes, so? And I'm like, yo, you never want me to get out of this hospital. You want me to burn every bridge that can be burned.
No, I know. So anyways, she called me back later, and she's like, Nee, you got to lock it up. And then we were, going back and forth. And then I said, that's from Wedding Crashers. So I had to send a little snip of the video of.
I did not know that. I did not know that. It's so hilarious, and it's so fitting for pretty much everything that happens in my life. Okay. I'm trying to like not keep you here forever because I know you have a lot to do.
Oh no,
But
it's good. It's good.
and then my mom asked, "What's the topic for tonight?" But let me introduce the idea. Like we were thinking, guys, because this kind of is a fluid podcast, if you will, you know. So, in the spirit of being progressive, I think Nicole and I would like to do something called "This is so corny." WWAND. You know how they used to say, "What would Jesus do?" WWAND. And what does that stand for?
What would Amber-Nicole do?
Exactly. So I figured we do a little segment like that so you guys can tell us something that's going on or ask us a question and say what will we do in that situation. So I'm trying to think off the top of my head, what can I ask you? Or somebody can ask us something if you want to put it in the notes. There's not that many people on our first live, but unless someone types something.
I see my firstborn is on.
Hi, Kara. That's my baby right there. That is my baby. Oh, her nickname's Bean?
Uh, we used to call her Caribbean. Yeah.
Aww, like Caribbean?
Nope.
Oh.
We could have that conversation one day about that Billy Ocean song. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean Queen?
Why don't I know? I don't even know the song. What's the song?
Oh, that's right. You're way younger than me. It's a roller skating song from back in the 80s.
Sing.
No, I have the worst voice ever.
Nee, how am I gonna know the tune? Sing it.
I'll send you the iTunes clip of it later.
We're gonna break you out of this little shy thing because I'm gonna tell y'all something. She's not shy.
No, Amber, you would never know the song, even
try me. Sing it.
No, I can't. I'm telling you,
sing a snippet of it.
No.
No.
You will be more confused if you heard me attempt to sing.
I would not be confused because I could just literally Google it or YouTube it. Just once exactly. You don't want to sing a snippet of it for me.
No, it's not that I don't want to. I'm truly telling you, I will confuse you more. Like, I have the worst voice. I don't know how my kids got.
You have the worst voice?
Worst singing voice in history.
And I am so cocky. I think I have a beautiful voice.
My
kids think I don't.
I would truly get up on stage. I've been known with friends to take over for the wedding band and sing, but no, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, give me a snippet. Give me a little.
Another show when I'm having some Casamigos. 100%, I will.
Should I put some Casamigos in this coffee?
I don't think that would be good. Not in my opinion.
That was a trick question to see what you were gonna say. I was gonna say no. I'm not.
You do like Kimora or Bailey's or one of those. I like
Bailey's tastes just like ice cream, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's
good.
the coffee one.
There's so Kimora tastes like Kahlua. I actually like it a little better, and I think there was a new one I had the other day that was like a white chocolate Kahlua that was so good. That would be really good in coffee. Take the edge off,
Okay, we're gonna do a shot. We should do a shot when we do these lives too.
Yeah.
Next time we can do the next live. You're gonna be away, right?
Next live will be in London. Yeah.
Perfect. So there's plenty of alcohol out there. So you just be prepared to take one shot, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four. So
because what time it'll be? Well, no, it'll only be like 11 for us.
What p.m.?
Actually, midnight. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
No.
You go to bed late anyway.
Yeah, and that'll be fine.
Okay. I'm trying to look at my little notepad and see if there's anything else. Oh yeah. So today I had posted something. I don't know if you read it on my page about understanding that things. Well, first of all, I was just thinking about my life this morning, and I was thinking about how grateful I am to really just be alive and to have this new appreciation for life, right? With everything that's happened with my pregnancy, my baby. And I was just writing down my true feelings. And I felt initially like God was mad at me because I was in the hospital, like yelling, like, where's my joy? Like, God, what are you trying to get from me? Like, I was going crazy in the hospital because I just felt like, why do I keep going through so much stuff? Why is this happening to me? And then as time went on, I realized, and talking to you and other friends and other people and spending time alone with God, Some people like to call it spirit or whatever.
Mhm.
I call him God. I feel like nothing happened to me, it happened for me. And, all the things that I experienced have made me stronger. Seriously. And I do believe like there's a light at the end of the tunnel with everything. And so now I wanted to tap in a little bit on like understanding why things happen. And maybe you could tell everyone how you broke that down to me, like how you don't have to understand in the moment why something is going on, but everything works out how, tell people that because that's really encouraging. And then we could get off for this live for this one.
Well, number one, I don't feel rushed, so we don't have to rush it. But I do appreciate you being considerate of that. But I'm not feeling
I mean,
panicked.
it's your daughter's birthday for real.
She,
And I dead
isn't
ass
home.
didn't know.
She isn't home. So, and when we planned it, I hadn't thought of it either. But
She's not home, but you still gotta bake the cake or whatever you said you gotta do.
I know
Make
she
the meal.
she's our little St. Patty's Day baby. But um, so I was just one thing that I really feel true about, although I don't practice it perfectly, and I'll have my little moments where I need to lock it up. Um, it's there's part of me like that nervous part if I'm upset about something or disappointed that I will do the why the same why is God doing this to me or my kid or why this isn't fair or whatever. But if I pause and take a breath and try to redirect my thinking, I know, even though it doesn't always make it less salty, I know that there's a reason. And I do know that eventually it could be a week, a month, a year, 5 years. It'll all make sense and it'll be like, that timing was perfect. And if it had happened when my impatient self wanted it to happen, or the way my impatient self wanted it to happen, or if something didn't happen, then you know I wouldn't be in that perfect place, or my kid wouldn't be in that perfect place when they were supposed to be, and you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have learned things along the way that then help you to, number one, recognize that you're in that right place, and to have more experience and knowledge, the tools behind it, um, to then even take it further. So
Mm-hmm.
timing is always perfect and always part of God's plan, or like you said, a spiritual plan. And you just sometimes it is hard to in the moment to believe that, but if you can pause and really think about it and know, and also reflect back on other times that you've been feeling similarly, even
Mm-hmm.
I know, I mean, it's not that you have your child in the NICU,
No, but it's been some
but
low points.
right, and then you look where you're now and you say, and you see the progression, and you see when the timing happened or the door opened or the door shut for a good reason. Then you can, and you really appreciate it, have some gratitude for those times and for the learning that you had from that and the experiences and the growth, that I think then it helps you in the current moment of, oh, I this is where I was meant to be, or or I will be where we're meant to be, or so it's just a matter of, I think, the pause and the reflection, the gratitude, and then the belief and faith that it will be there, and it can't always be rushed. Even if you believe it, that doesn't accelerate you to get to that point, unfortunately.
True.
So you just have to you have to continue to try to be grateful, of what there is, and know that the moment is, you can still be like, I'm not going to say, there are still things, there's a situation right now I have in my mind that about, that annoys me about something that was unfair for Lily, and I can get myself all stewed up about it,
Worked up, yeah.
and I can, I can be bitter about it. I try not to share that stuff to her or put it out there, because I also believe in what you put out to the universe is, isn't, like, I'm careful
You'll
about
reap
that.
it back.
It's stuff, like I said, I love that I have you to, bounce that off. You usually, help regroup me and be like, okay, let's move on, and not not dwell on it. But so it's okay to like mention it, put it out there, get it
And
off
have a
your chest.
moment. Yeah, have a moment.
But then to, you know, sit back and say, well, no, it does suck, but really sit there and make yourself know and believe that, know that we're going to know at some point, might be sooner than later, where the right place for, you know, Lily is and such. So, um,
And here's the thing, like, you know, we, like you said, we can get ourselves all worked up, but at the end of the day, what's really important is that you're healthy. What's really important is that you're alive. So when I said to you, I forgot what day it was when we were talking, I'm like, is that really a problem? And you're like, no, not in the grand scheme of things, but like, seriously, that's the question we have to always ask ourselves. Our friends can help us, other people can help us. When you talk to them and you're bouncing things off, you can have friends that steer you in the right direction and say, let's shift our perspective here. You
right,
know, and that's what this is all about. Like,
right,
this is us helping other people shift their perspective. And, you know, it will probably help us as well, because there are things like, we really, like, this human experience, we don't know anything. We know what we were told. You know the things that you experience to
right,
be true, but just because you experienced it doesn't mean I did. And I'm just going off of what you said and da da da. Like, there's so many people that are so gun ho about like religion and how the world began and things like
right, right,
that. And for me, I'm just one of those people who are like, that very well could be. Oh, we came
right,
from apes and monkeys. That very well could be. Oh, Big Bang Theory. That very well could be. Like,
right.
I'm just one of those people, like, I wasn't there.
I know,
I don't know if
right?
I evolved from,
Totally agree.
you
Totally.
know what I'm saying? So the point is that we know nothing at all, for real, for real. Concrete, for real, for real. Like, we really, and
No,
that, you know what? There was somebody, I'm not going to call them out. Maybe I will call them out one day. Like, when we start doing this more, because she might be watching this and she's going to be like, were you talking about me? And yes, I will be like, yeah, I'm talking about you. There was this one person that argued me down about Jesus being the son of God. You know what I mean? And he came from a Virgin Mary. Now, granted, I grew up in the church.
right,
My father was minister, my mom was minister, so I grew up with that theology of,
right,
the Holy Trinity, right? But as I got older, I went to college, I experienced life, I traveled a little bit, my perspective and things changed, right? So I started asking questions. And I feel personally like God is okay with me asking him questions. Like, he wired me like this. That's how I feel.
right,
But this woman told me that it's not okay for me to ask God anything. It just is. And your faith should be this, that, and the third. And you don't need, because I was saying to her, I was like, here's the thing. It's hard for me to swallow the pill that there was like a virgin
yeah,
that gave birth to him.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
I was trying to like bring some humor to it. And I was like, and Joseph stayed with her? Like, my man would have been like, you're gross.
yeah,
And I don't know whose
yeah.
penis you had in you, but it's clearly not mine, because you told me you were a virgin and we wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean? So my brain gets to
I
going.
know, I know,
She wasn't even going for the humor. She was like, on Judgment Day, I
oh,
pray
I
that
know,
God has mercy on you, because I know your mother raised you. And then I remember there was a time where I told my mom, I'm not a Christian. I'm a lover, because I really don't know where I'm at right now. Like, give me a breather.
right,
So like, I can honestly admit, like, I don't know all the things, and I'm not going to allow somebody else to tell me like they know it all and they have all the answers, because we are all just here living a human experience, learning as we go,
right,
and having faith in whatever we decide. Like, you cannot press people.
no,
Like, I can't make you be me.
no.
Yeah, you can have a lot in common, but anyway, I don't want to
Well,
ramble. Though.
Ernie and I were both born and raised Catholic. We both went to Catholic schools. We
Yeah.
baptized our first daughter, and much to the whatever of a lot of our family members, they, dislike that we didn't continue on in baptizing the others. Um, the whole ceremony of it for the Catholic, it just was more than Ernie and I could handle. Like, it just didn't feel right. And a lot of times we do, and you have this incredibly, but I think this is something we do share. like our
Well,
instincts, especially our maternal instincts, but even beyond that, if we go with that, it usually leads us in the right direction.
yeah.
And it just didn't feel right. Like, so again, to your point, somebody can't force that on you.
Right.
Bernie and I can't be forced to that. And similarly to you, and this has been since I was little,
Mm-hmm.
little,
Mm-hmm.
I had those same kind of questions. And I,
Mm.
and I, and the other thing that because we homeschool,
Mm-hmm. Same.
and we've been very much, um, I guess you could say we're, raising the kids Christian. They've gone to church, but we've also gone to synagogue to, participate in our friends' bar and bat mitzvahs and whatever. I've always wanted the kids to know about a lot of religions because I feel like that is not my choice, and Ernie doesn't think it's his choice to impart that on our kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we at least wanted them to understand a lot of different people's perspectives. We have some very close friends that are very they're Jewish, but they're more like not Orthodox, but pretty conservative in their practices, or it's a big part of their lives. And we get to go to their holidays, and it's been wonderful to learn. So
Sorry.
I,
Chloe, get up and go tell her.
so because of all that, and because I like our kids because we don't know all the answers, and I like our kids to learn as many different views on religion and history, because we don't really know.
Right.
I have because there are so many similarities from the foundations of them. I'm like, okay, there's like a similar theme to a lot of the beginnings.
Correct.
And then it diverges. And then I'm like, okay, so it's a story. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not pointing out one or others being fake. I'm just saying they are stories, and I've just always wondered, like, where
Right.
I believe there's a truth, somewhere, but it's hard to.
It's hard to
I know
pinpoint it.
right, and I've
It's hard to pinpoint
always
it.
wondered, like, all those things you said have just never really made sense to me.
Yeah, but God forbid you question it in a Christian household. Like, I mean, I think my mom is a little more progressive than she was years ago, because initially she was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're not a Christian? Like, her Jersey accent went to the roof. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying? Like, you know better than to even talk like that. Like,
Right.
It looked like she was going to have a heart attack. But, I had to learn to be comfortable in my own skin and my truth. Like, you can't walk around living someone else's truth. And so, like we keep reiterating, like, we don't know it all. We're just doing the best we can as we go along. And so if we can just help each other and help other people along the way, cool. You know what I mean? And that's what we're doing. And it's almost 7:45 where you are, and it's 6:40, almost 6:45 where I am.
Probably have that little cute man needing some attention as well.
Well, Chloe went and got him because he started crying. But I mean, he's just greedy. He just wants to eat everything. But
got to make up for some lost time.
I know, he's so cute. You want to see him before I go?
I do.
Chloe, bring Cameron.
So I make the paper chain till you guys get here now.
He's so cute. Wait till you see him. He's such a cutie.
He's gotten so big.
Oh my God, he's 8 pounds and 16. Oh, he's turning red because he was crying. Come here, mommy. Think about me. Come here, Auntie. Want to say hi? Oh, baby. Who's that stinky boy?
Hi.
Who is that stinky man?
Look at you.
Who is that stinky man?
I see you.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Say hi.
How are you?
See, I have a double chin now. I'm getting a double chin because all I do is eat. Okay, all right. All right. Don't make that face. It's so fun. When he cries, sometimes he pokes. Okay, bye. We can. He's going to his sister. Chloe's his second mom, honey. Chloe is like.
She's the boss. She is.
Chloe is literally just everything. Cassidy's everything in a different kind of way. Like, yeah. Cassidy can get me together. She's like my old soul that's been here before, but Chloe is literally like my best friend that has no money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like I want to go places with her, but she has this like expensive everything taste, and it's like I like hanging out with you,
Yeah.
but I'm running up a check, and I don't like that part.
Right. Right. Right.
But so yeah, I'm not gonna lollygag and keep you on here, but I love you to pieces. We can do this again when you're in London next week.
That'll be fun.
You guys,
I might have some dark circles from, I don't know how much I'll sleep on the plane.
makeup.
Yeah, a lot of makeup.
You'll have makeup. The baby's about to start crying again. All right, I love
All
you.
right.
Thanks everybody who joined our
Yes,
live.
so fun. It was so fun. All right.
Okay, we'll be more prepared next time. Like we can put some things together for you guys. But now
Well,
right now,
message us if you have ideas, because we don't know anything. So
yeah, inbox us.
we're
Inbox us. You know what
help
you
us.
want us to talk about. But we can talk about like current events or something next
Yeah,
week.
and help us grow and evolve and make it better.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
All right, love
Okay.
you
Bye.
pieces.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.